So I was called a racist. And I went on Arian Foster's show, and he stopped just short of calling me a racist for some of my views, which are not racist. And what I really want to talk about today is the fact that he called me a racist. He came close to calling me a racist. And in the discussion that and I got pissed off. I got angry. He said, he said something to the effect of, it seems like you just don't like black people with attitude or something like that. Something that you would say to a racist. When I was making a very cogent argument that had absolutely nothing to do with a racist point of view. And I got really angry, like visceral angry. I swore at him right there. And I was like, you can't call me this. And he was like, well, don't worry about it. It's not a pejorative, he said. It's not offensive. And I was thinking about that. And I told him that it was offensive. I told him in the show that it was like him calling me the N-word, or like me calling him the N-word. And he scoffed at that. And I've been thinking about that. And I've been thinking more and more about this particular issue because, it is. If there is an N-word for white people, what would it be? I mean, it's not honky, right? Nobody gives a crap if you get called a honky. What else? A gringo? Who gives a fuck? But if you want to say something derogatory about a white guy, call him a racist. That's like the worst thing you can call a white guy. It's really hard to hear that because I've been, personally, right? I've been in civil rights for a couple decades. And I've been pushing for equality, and I've done a lot in the name of racial equality. In my positions of power, I've had some opportunities to do good, and I have done good. And I'm proud of that. I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of having been able to be put in a place where I used the power that was given to me to advance diversity, real diversity. And to be called a racist went right into my core. And I know, I've been called a lot of names recently, right? Some real bad ones. But this one really, it does not feel good. This video is not about, poor me feeling bad. The point of this video is him saying, it's not a pejorative term. It is. And when people throw out a term which they don't think is pejorative, and it is received as pejorative, there's a lack of communication that's happening that's not going to get better. I read Robin DiAngelo's terrible and data-free book, White Fragility. There's one point when she says, I'm not calling all white people Archie Bunker. Breathe. Just breathe. And then she goes on to change the definition of the word racist in her book. But that doesn't mean that original meaning where she was saying, calm down, folks, I'm not calling you Archie Bunkers, changes, okay? You just can't change what words mean. When you say racist to me, I hear Archie Bunker. I think about the people that I've been fighting for decades. And I'm not them. And I'm here because I firmly believe that we are all equal citizens in this country. We are all equal partners on this planet. And we all need to work together towards our common good, which is raising the bar for everybody, of course. That entails honesty. That entails partnership. That entails truth. And it entails humanism and love. And that means that sometimes I'm going to look outside the mantra. And we all should. And I'm going to suggest things that are different from what people say, as we all should. And let's talk about the things that I suggest. But folks, we have to have this conversation without devolving into this insult. And we have to have appreciation for the fact that this is an insult. This is a bad thing to call somebody. If you're going to take the DiAngelo model and say every white man is a racist or every white person is a racist, you're going to get a shit ton of resistance that you don't need to fight. Because a whole bunch of people won't work with you because you're calling them Archie Bunker. It's an asinine position to take You shouldn't take it. People should not assume that it's okay to call somebody a racist. People can differ on points. People can not want to be called racist and still not be racist. We have to have that position. We have to go there. I think this is a major issue, I think, because I think this is just starting fights over and over again when people on the left are saying, I'm calling you racist, but I'm not in the bad sense. And everybody here is saying, you're an ignorant asshole, but not in the bad sense. It's not going to work, and it doesn't work. And yeah, when someone, I got a lot of tweets today, and I read most of them, and a lot of them said, if it's true, then you should think about it, and if it's false, you should let it brush off. And I don't like that at all. No, it's an insult. I'm not going to let it brush off. You're going to own your words. If you're going to call me a racist, you're going to back your shit up. And if you can't, you owe me an apology. Just like I would owe you an apology for making an accusation about you being an ignorant asshole with an inability to back it up. This is how we have to have a conversation. We can't say, oh, it's okay to call a white person a racist, even if they're not. That's just stupid, because if they don't fight back, then everybody who sees them is assuming that they're guilty, right? Because if you're not saying anything either way, then onlookers are saying, oh, look, he didn't say anything back. He must be guilty, right? It is my hope to continue in this conversation. And I know I'm going to keep making these videos, and I know a whole bunch of people are going to call me racist, which is bullshit, because there are real racists out there, and I'm not one of them. And nobody that I would associate with would be a racist. But I am going to speak the truth. And if the truth is that there are specific issues inside the African American community that are hurting the members of that community, I'm not being nice or humanistic to say quiet about that. But me saying so is not racist. Especially if the assertion that's coming from that community is that all whites are racist and or the cops need to be dismantled or defunded. That's going to affect me. So I'm going to be in this conversation. And we're going to be in this conversation. And it's not going to devolve into, well, you're just a racist, or you're just a this, or you're just a that. I'm bringing data. And I'm not sure where I'm going. I do not have a direction. I'm just looking and talking and doing these videos as I do them. I'm open to hearing your discussion. I'm going to be reading your comments in this video and all the other ones. And I hope you like and subscribe and share, because we really have to start the conversation. If calling a white guy a racist isn't pejorative, what exactly are the ramifications of that? Everybody can just call a white guy a racist, and he has a choice of shut the fuck up or shut the fuck up, both of which make him look like he's guilty of being a racist to everyone around him. And if he says he's not a racist, he's definitely a racist. This is not okay. And it's not humanism, and it's not the way to peace. We are equal partners on this planet. We are equal partners here. And partners call each other on their shit. And calling me a racist is a shitty thing to do. So if you can back your shit up, that's great. I'll argue it with you. But if you can't make it, you owe me an apology. And everybody who calls somebody a racist who can't back their shit up owes that person an apology, because this is getting stupid and we have issues to discuss. And before I go, if you like this video, like, subscribe, share this video, hit the bell, the notification bell, so you're notified when a new video comes out. I'm going to be doing more of these. This is partially how I'm going to earn my living now. So please, Subscribestar is a great way for you to help me out. And hey, thanks everybody for your attention, and peace out.